YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? It's KangDooms, and my top 3 forward builds in NBA 2K25. This is what the ones, of course, I made at a community day and the ones that I was feeling. Tuning into the video, man, definitely drop a like on the video to show some support. Now, something right here you would typically see as like my secondary build. This is the one I was talking about earlier, like that I did for 23 as my second build, and I had a lot of fun with. The only thing is his vertical was higher. I don't remember finishing like that. I think I could dunk a little bit. Maybe some dunks will trigger with this, who knows. Could shoot a little bit. The phase was OD on 23 though, so probably won't be hitting like that on here. Especially with no good antes as far as like fades, bases with the 66 mid-range. Assuming it's the same like that. One big upgrade from the 6'7" I made in 24 to this is definitely the pass accuracy, because I went from 60 to 74. Got some speed with ball, got some ball handling. All those was just non-existent, but those also went up because of my agility, and that's how it works now. The defense is insane. That's like the most menacing thing about this build, is definitely the defense. 92 perimeter, 95 still. It's going to get that legend interceptor. Probably put another 5 on perimeters to be toxic. Ain't no telling what else I get up there. I can't get paint patroller higher than that because it caps off at 87. That's what I was talking about earlier. As far as high fly and denier, it's hell to get. Like, I got the speed, I got the vert, but I'm not tall enough to get the block that I need to upgrade the tier. Would I put the free throw up higher? Probably so, but dunk, standard dunk, you know. Hope I get a little bit better on that. But this build right here, it's just a defensive menace. You can switch off everything. Of course, not knowing how 25 plays, I'm messing it off what I was doing in 24 with it, and definitely looking forward to making this again. Let's see what the shades of. That's that Josh Smith. Oh, I like these names. Draymond, Josh Smith, Scotty. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. What's it? Versatile stopper. And that's actually the perfect name for it. I'm not gonna lie, because it can play lock, it can play backhand. Literally can just play both. And now on to the 6'8" stretch 4 that I made. I want to go back to show y'all just what's important as far as the stretch build. Now, as always, showing off the build, messing with the max potential screen, the custom template. Stretches are in a weird place because you have to make a choice, in my opinion, based off your wingspan. For me specifically, I was like, you know what, stretch 4. I want to get him some defense. Of course, he's gonna be able to shoot, gonna be able to spread the floor as if the archetype name states. I want to see what it is that I could do with this build, as far as like making it seem like a true stretch. And as you see, we put up the mid, we max out the 3 ball, but the wingspan is pretty OD. A lot of y'all might not rock with that. If you want a higher 3 ball, that's completely up to you. That will also increase your mid range as well. 78 pass accuracy to me was that sweet spot to put it at. Of course, I wanted to give this build paint patroller, and that's the new run protector, pretty much, intimidator, anchor, all that. But yeah, because I know a lot of people, a lot of players are going to want to make their forwards the toughest thing. Like I said, is going to make him more 3-point heavy or defensive heavy. Me, I just chose to go to be defensive, go with the 94 still, because you can also get this, I believe you can get this to a 99 looking at the potential. Let me go back and see. And it shows it right here on this screen. It's when I drop the height. Did I play the video? Yeah, okay. When I drop the height, it goes from an 84 at 6'10" to a 97. Oh, shoot. Okay, so the max potential with this power forward build is a 97 with the steal. So that makes a huge difference, because you don't have to put it at 94. I would assume a lot of y'all wouldn't even put the steal up that high. This is what I would do. This is how I would make my stretch 4 right here, knowing that I would be able to get some jump shots and some pretty good shooting badges with the 86 mid. I just like to play defense, and having defensive stats like that would just send it through the roof. Of course, being 6'8", being 243 with a 7'4" wingspan, you're gonna cause hell on the court. Some stretches, I feel like that threshold, some of y'all might want to go for 83 3-point shot, because that is bronze limitless. That's pretty ideal to have on the stretch build, of course. Looking at it here, what I would do different. Post control, I'm not concerned about. I like the stand and done because, like, with you knocking down shots, you being the stretch four, like, oh, this is stretch four, I gotta play him. You got backdoor cuts if you know what you're doing. That's what the agility is for the cuts. But fast forwarding it, I kept looking at my physicals, and I felt like my physicals was way too low. They were way too low. Now, this is something that I want to do for myself too, is just making sure that all that is good. I like the speed, I like the strength that I got it to. It's only silver movable forcer. I want to say gold was 80 something, like it was close. It shows. Did I scroll over? I hope I scrolled over it. I don't think I did. I did. I don't think I scrolled over it, y'all. So 82 is silver. But if 91 is Hall of Fame, that middle ground has to be 86 for gold. It has to be. Because I'm thinking of what you can cap breaker for immovable forcer to get it gold, which would be a really good addition to this build specifically, because you can cap breaker it and then max +1 it to get Hall of Fame. It's a lot you can do with this build. This specifically is not something I would expect y'all to do. This was my mindset making this build, and just being able to do a little bit of everything. It's up to you if you switch to offensive defensive rebound. I feel like you should keep it this way to help crash the defensive boards and lead the offensive boards to the center. It's all based off your play style and what you want to do at the end of the day. I like this, like I said, defensively, like the block is OD, steal is OD if you know how to play lanes, ripping the ball when they going for dunks. You'll be able to shoot. 75 mid-range, I will say, is a little bit too low. I kind of wish I would have went back to how I had it at the 80s, but I didn't like my physicals. I would sacrifice my shooting for me to have better physicals. That's a personal preference. That's me. Dang, I really did not scroll over that. That's kind of tough, man. I wanted to see what gold and movable forcer was. I know it's a spreadsheet out there, but right now during this video, that's not something I was looking at. So dang, so I did do something different. I put the vertical up for shot contest as I kept going, and I dropped my block to an 85. Put my pass accuracy up, and y'all see, like, I'm trying to see where I can like get some more points at elsewhere. I was taking my ball handling down. It was dropping my pass accuracy. 70 isn't something I would ideally do, but you're not really gonna make it. It depends on play styles. I was gonna say you're not really gonna make something with 70 or be in that situation of passing like that. But I'm like, I gotta think to myself. I can't put myself like in the minds of everybody else. Maybe 70 is cool for someone that wants to do something like this. If you don't like it, you know it is. You gotta sacrifice. For me, this is what I was just talking about on Twitter not too long ago. Vertical is expensive. It went from 60 something to an 82, and that took away everything else. But I wanted my vertical where it's at for shot contest, for jumping for boards. That's what vertical is for. So, oh, I did scroll over it. Yes, I did. Okay. So it would be 3 cap breakers on perimeter defense for 84, and then 85 strength. So it's 3 for each. So it is doable to get a gold. You got to distribute 6 of them, and then you can make that Hall of Fame. That's something that I would do. That's me. I know a lot of people was asking about stretch fours, me making fours, so that's one for y'all. Stretch four right there. Mobley, Green, Sean Marion. And now going into the final forward build. Technically a point guard, but big body forward, big guard. Now this build specifically, I was aiming for like a 1v1 build, so you can consider this all-around build. Typically this is what a lot of the small forwards go for. I feel as the point guard you do get better stats. That's why I went to the point guard position. So this is something, what I did to it, you can take it to the rep. Knowing how this game works, the taller you are, the less attributes you have to work with. So I can't go for like anything like in the 90s or like the high 90s or anything like that. I say that because I got the mid-range at 90, but that's for jump shot purposes, depending on what you get. Like if T-Mac or a really good jump shot is available for a 6'7", that's something that I would do it for. Like I said, this is a 1v1 build, so you're going to see me put my pass accuracy up. You don't have to put that up if this is 1v1 purposes or 2s, however y'all decide to play. I know how the games go in 1s and 2s. Y'all not putting up that free throw, y'all not putting up that pass sack, and that's cool. You have the option to do that. When you see this, you can put it elsewhere, do whatever. And at this point, I'm debating on what it is that I should cap break. I do got the 90 handles for days, and I believe I left room for one cap breaker. So that'd be nice if I got something at that 91, like an animation or a package. You just never know. This build does get limitless range. I feel I could have dropped that back to 83 since I can't get silver. I believe silver is 90. I want to say silver is 90. I could be wrong, or 89. Ooh, I should have just brought up that spreadsheet, but I mean, y'all got access to it too, so it's something that y'all could check. That's something that y'all should use, that Zach Timmerman had tweeted out. This is me just going back into what I feel I wanted to do with this build at Community Day. Like I said, I was aiming for it to be a 1v1. One of the first things that I did get to was the 89 driving dunk, the 78 vertical. That is the pro contact dunks off one. That is vital. If you know you want contact dunks, that's like the first thing that you have to put your driver dunk in vertical to. The 89 and the 78 for those. Me going for a high perimeter course, you playing ones, you playing twos, you gotta be able to defend, or you gonna get mollywopped out there. You gotta be able to defend. After I put my steal up, I believe I went back and I took my ball handle down. And because, like I said, speed and agility for defensive purposes. Speed with ball I can't touch. That's the highest I can get. So with me like out there doing this in ones and twos, whatever I'm playing, speed with ball field has to be untouched in general. It's only at 82 and you can't increase it any more than that since that's where it's capped at. I'm just thinking to myself like, hey, like, how do I get this up higher for defense? Because I feel like 69 agility is just to me it's way too low. So I'm like, nah, I gotta keep it there. So the strength I dropped my defensive rebound, mid-range back to a 91, dropped my perimeter, and I'm still at a 98. So this is hell. The 42 defensive rebound makes this difficult playing ones and twos because I'm not, that's way below the threshold. Being on a limited time, I was like, okay, I can't sit here all day. But I do remember thinking like what I would change differently a lot. Now watching it, what I would change, like I said, you would drop your pass hack and your free throw, then I could put that to rebounding. Maybe the speed and agility is cool where it's at. You're not going to be able to get too much going off. I would definitely drop the 3-ball to an 83. Maybe ball handling. I didn't want to drop it too low because you just never know what anties you would get. Probably would flip. Well, still, that's interceptor gold. Glove, I want to say silver glove. So you'll get some rip animations. I feel perimeter is more important though in ones and twos. That rebounding is what hurts it. So that's what I regret about this build 100%. And of course the strength. So who knows? Offensively though, you gonna get to that rack. You're gonna get them contacts. You can shoot. You can fade. Defense, two-way portion or just perimeter and steal. Solid D. Gotta have stick. Shot creating 3-level threat. Somebody told me on Twitter that if they got threat in their name, it's ass. I'm just making the build, see what I can do. I'm trying to think mode base, all that, man. So I hope y'all like those builds. I don't expect y'all to like them too much, but make your tweaks, make your adjustments. Y'all literally hear me talking about it right now, what I would have changed on this 6-7. I would have changed to make the rebounding higher. I would have dropped my 3-ball to an 83. It doesn't need to be an 85 unless I get a badge. But 83 is that sweet spot unless you can get it silver. Just a lot that I would change. It's on you at the end of the day what you decide to do. The builds that I'm making, that I'm posting, it's still some things I would change myself. And I'm definitely going to do that night 0 when 2K drops. So KangDooms, man, I'm out, y'all. Appreciate the love y'all been showing to the channel and on Twitter. I'm out of here. Subscribe if you're new. Drop a like. Show the love on the video, man. Peace.